Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Patterson is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here is Porter. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Porter, no luck. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Porter with the steal. Barton passes to Millsap. The 15-footer. It's hauled in by George.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Leonard kicks to George. A shot off that time. And Denver the other way now.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Jokic slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Patterson. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Now, here's Zubac. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. The 3 from George. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's buddies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Murray against Zubac. Yep, that one goes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's George. All sorts of time. Porter pulls it in.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And that one, good.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Murray against Zubac.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
The shot by George, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Jokic, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The shot by George, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Baseline J on the way. Murray, good.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
George looking over the floor. From the arc. And it's George again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Martin passes to Porter. Dishes to Millsap. Porter trying to free himself up. Millsap misses. The Clippers in the lead. Now the Clippers moving it up. Outside for Jackson. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Barton wide open. He fires. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver. Hole is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. The Clippers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And Morris drops them both. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. And here's the break. Here's Gordon. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Kennard's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. The drive by Gordon. Rebound by the Clippers. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Denver in the lead. Now here's Murray. Pass to Dozier. From deep 3-point range. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Kennard for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dozier kicks to Gordon. Pull-up jumper. Dozier can't get it to go. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Patterson can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. It's rebounded by Rondo. The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Count that one. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2. Murray against Rondo. Goes up with the stripe. Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
I don't think you can afford to give Murray any room to shoot his shot. I mean, he is a terrific scorer who continues to get better.
And here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Kennard against Green. Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. Over Green. Kennard's shot is off. Here's Dozier. That shot off. And a close game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They were a determined. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
They've got Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Clippers trailing by 2. Campazzo. Oh, good on the 3. The Clippers shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Here's Oturu. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oturu's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. The Nuggets shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Campazzo, defended by George.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
The drive by Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. from the line, and that one's good. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Up top, Barton, defended by George. Barton against George. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. Shot from the top of the key. And again, Denver no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Jackson finds George. The pass to Zubac. And too long on the shot. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. It's Porter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Jackson. The dish to George. Good on the shot. George has got 6 points.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Here's Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Jackson misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Barton, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it.
And it's George missing. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Millsap finds Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And busting it up the floor, Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. 1:37 left to play in the third. Jackson against Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. They get the rebound. Murray outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Jackson. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a wide open look for Porter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George finds Morris. Back to George. Offline with his 3. Denver shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen by George.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now Barton. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's off from three-point range. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Aaron Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. And he lays it straight in. Dozier's got the game tied up here for Denver.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Here's Rondo. Lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got his first 2 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Here's Rondo. Batum. Nice persistence to chip it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
In the corner, it's Patterson. At the elbow, Batum. Banked in off the glass. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Boy, that's big-time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. Right side, Rondo. Outside, George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one off the back iron and out. It's deflected and stolen by Patterson. That one goes in. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Good work there as it goes.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Millsap has the open look. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dozier. Millsap looking it over. Clock at 6. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Down low, Batum, back to Leonard, over Millsap, and it's Leonard missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Dozier, defended by George. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dozier. Dozier's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Jackson against Murray. Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. For three, Murray can't hit that one.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Leonard shoots the three. Denver grabs the miss. Barton drives in. Here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. Paul George with the steal. Lob pass to George.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Portland. And with
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Now here's McCollum. Nurkic with it. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now here's Covington after the miss from Damian Lillard.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Denver now. Murray surveying the D. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Nobody near Lillard. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser, because I believe he did a search for lock picks, because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Now here's Covington. Following the missed shot by Will Barton. Here's Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Lillard finds Nurkic. Lillard outside. Portland again missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
They get it again. The second effort. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Knocks it loose. Covington with the steal. In the corner, Powell with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, good.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Now McCollum. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. This one for three. And Jokic with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barton dishes to Gordon. Murray outside. Millsap passes to Barton. Back to Millsap. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum outside. Rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Jones, no one around him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Shot from the low block. The putback, it's good on the putback.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. The pass to Powell. Deep 2 from Anthony. Porter pulls it in.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Left block shot on the way. And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
For Denver, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside, Porter passes to Green. Pass to McGee. Shot from 12. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Takes it from 10. Here's Cantor. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead, leading. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
And Murray, here we go. Millsap, great positioning on the putback. Millsap's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Simons. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's blocked. Barton outside, kicks to Murray. There's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Covington wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 6. And finished off by Porter.
And Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Giles, the pass to Covington. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And here is Murray. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And he comes up with the deuce. Murray's got the lead back up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Covington. Here's Simons. Now the pass to Cantor. Jokic with the steal. Out to the wing. Barton passes to Jokic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jokic with the steal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Giles. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. McCollum passes to Lillard. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. .51 seconds left now here in the second. Passes it to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
For 3, Murray. No good that time.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Jokic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 5 now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And that's it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And by just... And that'll about do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Rebounding is out there with Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And now the Nuggets. Fast break. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Lillard. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Murray dishes to Millsap. Bucket is good. Millsap's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
3rd quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Lillard against Murray. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Lillard. Anthony finds Lillard over Murray. Lillard misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Unloads from 9. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
The Nuggets leading by 9. They get a hand on it. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And a wide-open look for McCollum. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Portland. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Wide open look here for Murray. The kick out to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Here's Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Murray outside. Porter in the corner. Murray, the pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Outside Anthony. Makes it off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Denver lead.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
Now Now here's Murray. He's got 15. From deep. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Lillard outside. No good. That would have tied it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Murray, the pass to Porter. And the pass to Murray. Unloads from 13. And that one goes long. Lillard outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets ahead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's Lillard missing. The Nuggets leading by 3. He robs up the alley-oop pass. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And here's Covington from the arc. Denver shooting here about 46% for the game. And stolen by Lillard. McCollum dishes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half. And Denver has possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Passes it to Bull. From deep. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons. Martin defending. To the right side. Jones against Gordon. Jones the pass to Cantor. Over Jokic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Martin, here's Millsap. Hits the close-range jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Simons. And the basket is good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Murray outside. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Giles. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Giles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Gordon. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Barton. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Murray outside. Down low. Millsap finds Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And a deep three from Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Murray outside. Over Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 3, and the shot is good.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Murray outside. It's Jokic top of the key. Outside for Murray. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound.
Unreal shot from Will Barton at a key point in the game. Making those tough shots look simple.
Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Pass to Lillard. To tie it up. It falls. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Here's Murray. Yes!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard left side. Feeds to Covington. Collin passes to Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He kicks it to Powell. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the 4th quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
It's no good, and we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Back to McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, there's some confidence from CJ right there. They're so comfortable, even under pressure. Hard to stop when he gets into the paint.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Murray outside. Nurkic with the steal. Inside. Takes it out to Covington. And stolen by Murray. Gordon inside. Covered by Anthony. Jokic passes to Green. Open shot by Murray. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
Man, I'll tell you what. The pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Now Lillard. dishes it to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail. Green in the post. Covington's there. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's good.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Murray against Lillard. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic and stolen by Lillard. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. McCollum left side. Jokic with the steal. Murray kicks to Gordon. And it's Murray penetrating. It's off. Millsap left side. Back to Murray. Outside Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are... And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And here are the Nuggets now. Millsap kicks to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Jokic inside. He's covered by Cantor. He gets that one. And that's now 30 points for Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray wants it, and he got it.
Here is Lillard. McCollum outside. They grab their own miss.
As a coachable guy with a very positive attitude, Cantor has to be feeling good on that shot.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Tries from 10. Martin passes to Murray. Lots of room. Kicks it out to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Murray against Powell. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Jamal Murray.
Buttery right there. Knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. Cantor throws it down.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
Murray against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Yeah, with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Outside for Murray. Now here's McCollum. Here's Pop. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. To the wing right side. Cantor. Millsap grabs the miss. Barton kicks to Gordon. And stolen by Lillard. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. The double overtime game can really take its toll. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get and nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Doncic with it. Pass to Kleber. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas. outside. Porzingis. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outside Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon. Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Porzingis, here we go.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray against Doncic. Now here's Murray. Now the pass to Gordon. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Richardson, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray against Doncic.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Finney-Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Murray to end the run. Porzingis with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Campazzo off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. To the paint, outside for Millsap. Campazzo, Brunson covering. Dallas leading by 7. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Campazzo, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Outside for Millsap. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Redick dishes to Powell, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And that one's good. Millsap. 1 second left. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton, and there's Gordon. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And yes, it's good.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Josh Richardson. Outside for Murray. The putback, Jokic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Puts it up from 12. Richardson, no luck. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Nuggets trail. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Stolen by McGee. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Porter, here we go. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Misses off the right iron. Denver's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Here's Richardson. Powell, the pass to Porzingis, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Barton, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. And it's Murray penetrating. Kleber with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Murray. Green, and Green is right there. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Richardson off on the layup.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Jokic kicks to Murray. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Over Kleba. Here's Jokic. Goes up again. Murray right side. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Denver the rebound. Jokic passes to Green. Murray for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple of rough stretches, and that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength. Completes the play. Nicely done.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Now here's Murray. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Murray against Doncic. Over Murray. The step back jumper is good. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
From down in the low post, it goes. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And guys, the hardest shot to block, the floater. And for a guard like Murray, you need that in your arsenal to be successful.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go, and it's in there.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Murray, here we go. And again, it's Denver.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Doncic against Murray. And with that, the Denver lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Doncic.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Doncic against Murray. Good. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Doncic looking it over. Basket good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Murray, the pass to Porter. And he banks in the layup.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Doncic against Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Murray, good.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, it's Denver.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Now, here's Doncic. 19 points in the game. Second chance effort. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray, just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Now Brunson. Banked in off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Murray surveying the D, and it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Here's Brunson. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Doncic outside. And it's Dallas with another.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
Murray, the pass to Green. Here's Brunson. Off the mark. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. What an up. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Millsap, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
Dallas calls timeout. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Denver with a change here too. Gordon's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Denver leading by 4. And it's Murray penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Kleber's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he recovers it. Cauley-Stein finds Redick. A 3-ball. Cauley-Stein in the post. Guarded by McGee. Another shot. Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. 4 seconds left. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Murray left side. That one falls. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Murray kicks to McGee. It's Barton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
To the middle. The shot, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cleveland, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Offensive rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Hardaway finds Cauley Stein.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Doncic against Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 20.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Doncic. His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor. Inside, Barton, and Barton throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. On the wing, Doncic. And the layup is good. 25 points in the game.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Murray outside. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Murray's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Doncic. Bullseye.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Barton passes to Murray. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Buries it down low.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zingas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Richardson. Yes!
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The beautiful skyline of Denver and the Clippers starting five. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Nuggets, Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That one drops for him.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Now here's Leonard. There's the triple. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray against Jackson. Now Murray. And that one drops for him.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Jackson finds Zubac. Down low, Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got 5 now.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Jackson against Murray. Gordon the pass to Murray. And the 3 off target. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Zubac kicks to Patterson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Barton against George. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Jokic trying to free himself up. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers leading by 7. Oh, Leonard in position.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Murray surveying the D. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Rondo. Outside, George. Shoots the 3. Connects from 3-point range. He has 7.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And Green is right there.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. Morris, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Got that one up quick.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Murray, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Rondo looking around. And Batum kicks to Rondo. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From outside the arc, Millsap passes to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Back to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with the twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Campazzo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Will Barton, and there's JaVale McGee. Outside, Green. Campazzo. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Mann. No good with the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Count it, good. Clippers leading by 10. Outside Rondo. High post shot. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Kicks it to McGee. 5 on the clock. Campazzo, no good that time. Great D that time from Rondo. The pass to Morris. Now Patterson. Kennard for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Outside Rondo. Morris outside. Back to Rondo. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. And stolen by Patterson. Yes, that goes in. Patterson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
Taken away. Campazzo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 10. Back to Kennard. Passes it to Oturu. Stolen by McGee. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. And we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Outside Rondo, and the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The Nuggets trail by 8. Wide open look here for Murray. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rondo passes to Oturu. And here's Kennard. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Murray outside. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way in. 6 points for him.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Oturu, and he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Clippers on top, leading by 8. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends. And some comparing him. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the guard position.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And stolen by Gordon. Murray with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Here's Porter. That one wide left.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 9 points for Paul George.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And here's George for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jackson against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. From past the arc. He can't get it to go. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the shot goes in. Murray's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Murray outside. Pass to Green. Back to Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Shot, high post. That one a little long.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Hits it from three-point range.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Outside Batum. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Leonard. LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. George passes to Zubac. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
This is it to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pocket 6. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Campazzo, Green breaking loose, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Rondo. Outside George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
To the paint, here's Green. Back to Murray. Inside. Millsap finds Murray. A three-pointer, no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris outside. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Morris has got 6 points.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
This is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter, and at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and George able to finish. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. George dishes to Rondo. Now, here's George. Rondo finds George. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Morris with the bucket.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
For 3, Murray. Denver the rebound. Millsap kicks to Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Murray. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 21.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Rondo passes to George. George double-teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Murray, good.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
Outside Rondo. Porter with a block. Oh, Porter in position and finished off by Porter.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Outside Rondo. He kicks to Patterson. From the arc. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Porter. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Jokic, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Murray against Rondo. And then Murray with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. George up top. Martin defending. And the call on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Pass to Oturu. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Murray kicks to Barton. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging...
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful... Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Gordon out there with Michael Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point guard. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Nurkic with it. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Murray against McCollum. Murray's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Covington kicks to Powell for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Back to Murray. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Covington. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. From outside, off the mark.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Lillard left side. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. Top of the key. And again, Denver no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Covington passes to McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Green, he's checked in for Denver. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Here's Simons. He dishes it to Cantor. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
For Portland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Simons. Offensive rebound.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Campazzo misses the 3. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. 3-point lead. Cantor's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Wide open look here for Murray, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Gordon with no one around. Great look, but off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front. They lead by 1. And And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody...
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Jokic, he's checked in for Green. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets trail by 8. Can they get it? The drive by Jokic. Misses from short range. Powell, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that one drops. The Trailblazers on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Simons. No good on the quick three. Nuggets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Passes it to Simons. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kanter's checked in. Clock at 4. Here's Jones. The shot comes out. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 7. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Here's Simons. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And, you know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Cantor inside. Jokic defending. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake, but they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Barton outside. And here's Gordon from outside, and Cantor pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Jones. Defended by Gordon. Back to Jones. Pass to Cantor. Got a piece of it. Millsap with the steal. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. Here's Cantor. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Murray for three. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Lillard finds McCollum. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Outside Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 24.
That would be 4 in a row for him now, as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard outside. To the inside. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
The drive by Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Nurkic against Jokic. Nurkic in the post, and he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Denver passing it around. Murray for 3. And no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Covington. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 7 points for Robert Covington.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Murray. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Green comes in for JaVale McGee. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Powell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Murray, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A 3 from McCollum, and it's Denver with the rebound. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Green finds Millsap from downtown. The Nuggets with a new 14. Count it.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now Lillard down low. Here's Anthony. Back to Lillard. Jones, the pass to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Anthony. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Campazzo, and there it is for him. He's got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
No good from outside.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Murray.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Now here's Lillard. Poked away. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 1.
Venom.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Nuggets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Little and Nurkic holding down the forward spots. And it's Simons in at the 1.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
He's covered by Murray. Pass to Giles. To the paint. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Murray surveying the D. Millsap, good, and the assist goes to Murray.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Simons, the pass to Giles. Inside. A second chance effort. And that one is off. Barton with some nice D. And so here's Denver. It's a 1-point game. Kicks it out to Gordon. The pass to Barton. On the wing, Green. Gordon outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Nobody near Nurkic. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Outside, Green for 3. Murray. Little with the rebound. Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Lets it go from deep. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for JaMychal Green. Here is Lillard. The dish now to Cantor. Back to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Lillard dishes to Cantor, and it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Barton against McCollum.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
Murray for 3. That shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland no good that time either. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Murray uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 18 points just in the second half.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Gordon kicks to Porter. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 17-foot shot on the way. Kicks it out to Lillard. Passes to Cantor. Back to Lillard. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time.
He got it!
Man, oh, what a shot!
What range!
What a shot!
My goodness!
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Now Murray. Barton finds Murray. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Can't get it to fall. So the Nuggets win it. It was up for grabs. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Mile High City. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. D.A.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. And for Denver, Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5. All going up court. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's Gordon. following the score by Dallas. Back to Murray.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
Doncic looking it over. Fires from 14, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Left side, Porter. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Porter, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's good.
Well, that's a crafty finish around the basket. Murray fearing nobody on that possession.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. To the middle, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 4. Outside, Porzingis. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Barton passes to Porter, and the shot goes down. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Murray's showing that he has the ability to draw the fouls. Just a beautiful anticipation play to get to the free throw line.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Brunson kicks to Redick. 55 seconds left in the first quarter, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
Campazzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Murray. 8 points for him. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Green dishes to Murray. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Murray's got 10 points.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Runs in the pass to call his stop. Can't cash in from close range. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. LA's checked in. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Cauley Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Wide open look here for Murray. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Dallas leading by 3.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
So it's Denver now. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside for Murray. The shot misses, and it's Dallas the other way. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Melly. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for JaMychal Green. And Barton subbed in for Jamal Murray. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Doncic is checked in for Hardaway. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Campazzo, Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here are the Nuggets now. After Luka Doncic's bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Doncic outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Porter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish. Fires the 3.
Kleber against Millsap. Here's Jokic. Kleber with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Now Doncic. He's got 12. Porzingis on the follow.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Then for the Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Nicolo Melli. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Doncic outside. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so that brings the first half to a close. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 2 assists. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Doncic. Up again. It's good on the putback.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Murray against Doncic for the 3. The Nuggets with the new 14. Barton wide open. He fires. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. 6 points for Will Barton.
A big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Here's Doncic. Kept alive. Porzingis. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Down low, Jokic with the steal. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Doncic against Murray. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jokic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic right side, and he gets it to go. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Barton against Richardson. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Right on the bucket. Murray's got 16.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Doncic outside. Out to the right wing. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high. How about the lift there from Martin? Knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him.
Pass to Finney-Smith. It's a hand on it. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Murray against Doncic. Murray surveying the D. The dunk and the foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Reddit. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Rebounded by Hardaway. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Cauley Stein. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Dallas calls timeout. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Josh Richardson out there with Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Now here's Marjanovic. And it's good off the glass. Marjanovic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Mavs. Nuggets trail. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray's the kind of shooter that you appreciate in the flow of the game, but when he gets in this kind of rhythm, look out.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. The putback and the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on J.J. Redick.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. They get it back. Richardson outside. Here's Doncic. That one, no good. Nice D from Porter. Denver leading by 3. Here's Gordon. Oh, the power on that Pruden.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Passes to Porzingis. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. It's hauled in by Richardson.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Here's Doncic, and that one, good. Doncic has got 22 points.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Doncic.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Barton with some nice D. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Doncic against Murray. Barton trying to get open. Porzingis with the block. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Gordon's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Doncic gets it to go.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
The drive by Doncic. Richardson back to Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
It's tipped.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
6-second difference between shot and game clock.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Redick for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Those are shots J.J. Redick loves to take, oozing with confidence. That goes.
Barton outside. Launches a 3. Back to Murray. Lets it go with the 3. Offline. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making